Getting deferred sucks. I know this because I was deferred from my dream school, but I have really great news for you today because I'm going to share one actionable piece of advice that will increase your chances of turning that deferral into an acceptance when the springtime comes. And that piece of advice is through the use of a deferral letter. Today, I will be sharing my own deferral letter with you all, which I wrote to Princeton back in January of 2016. And for those of you who don't know what a deferral letter is, it's not the letter that the college sent to you telling you that you were deferred. No. It's actually a letter that you write back to them, notifying them that XYZ school is still your number one choice. So the bulk of this deferral letter will actually be spent sharing updates that have transpired since you applied early action or early decision in late October till now, which is late December, early January. You can definitely talk about any personal achievements or extracurricular honors or awards, initiatives that you've been working on, as well as just personal stuff that's been going on in your life. Maybe you can elaborate upon a circumstance that you didn't really get a chance to talk about in your Common App. Real quick guys, before I start reading my deferral letter, which by the way, I'm gonna attach a link in the comment section below, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. I will be donating 10 cents for every like that this video gets to Girls Who Code. And for those of you interested in college admissions tips, stories about Yale, general life advice, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. To whom it may concern, I would first like to begin this letter by restating that Princeton is my number one choice. I was lucky enough to have had the opportunity to tour campus last year, and honestly, I fell in love. I loved the people who spoke passionately about what they did and the energy that radiated off of them when I asked them what their favorite class or teacher or experience in the dorm was. I loved the emphasis on the undergraduate education and how real professors, not TAs, taught the courses, things that I found other schools failed to mention when I went on their tours. I loved learning about the social scene, especially the eating clubs, my tour guide was in one, and the unique sense of camaraderie they brought to campus life. I loved the generous financial aid and the fact that Princeton uses grants instead of loans. I loved how students can design their own study abroad course anywhere in the world and even get full funding for it. I loved Princeton's suburban location, not too large, not too small, and how it is only an hour away from New York City, where students can go to see concerts or shows and where my sister lives. Here's an update on how things are going. This winter, I'm taking 2 English electives, Spanish, Chinese, and math. I had originally decided to take a health course over Chinese, but over break, I visited my aunt in China who is very ill and found that I had difficulty conversing with her in her native language. Because of this, I decided to take AP Chinese this winter, even though my speaking skills are poor and my reading skills are equal to that of about a kindergartner. The chair of the Chinese department, Fontaine Lao Shi, warned me that the class would be fast-paced and I would probably be the worst student in the class. She asked if I wanted to be in a lower level, but I told her no, that my focus was on learning as much as I could as quickly as I could. When I failed to communicate with my aunt in China, I was filled with humility and shame, and while I recognize that I may not get my best grade in the course, I feel that choosing to take Chinese was the right move. We're a few weeks into winter term now, and while Chinese is tough, I find that I'm flourishing in my other classes. In great books, one of the English electives I'm taking, we're studying All the King's Men, which I find absolutely fascinating, and in the other, humor and writing, we're reading books by David Sedaris and watching stand-up by Dave Chappelle, an absolute blast. I'm writing a meditation as well, a reflective piece of about 10 pages that's required for all seniors in the winter, and although my teachers told me that I didn't have to write 2 meds, I took on the challenge and chose to do so, one dedicated to each of my parents. Lastly, I've taken my own initiative and started a social art project on campus called We All Bleed Red. The idea of the project is to showcase artwork from different members of the community geared towards answering the question, what is it like to be blank at Exeter? So far, we have received 38 submissions from students that range in form and topic. We have a poem about what it means to be a Jewish atheist, to a dress made of recycled York peppermint patty wrappers in protest of environmental irresponsibility. Things have been a little hectic since the opening night of the project is coming up, January 29th, but luckily I've had the full support of the principal, trustees, gallery director, and my friends. At the same time, I'm breakdancing, working hard on those flares, and playing tons of piano as well, in preparation for my hour-long senior recital in the spring. In closing, I would like to reiterate that Princeton is my top choice. While there are hundreds of reasons why it's a great institution, I believe Princeton's greatest strength is its diverse community. Students and faculty are from a range of backgrounds, and not just emotionally or socially, but intellectually as well. And without them, conversations and interactions on campus wouldn't be as rich or fascinating as they are. As someone who's a musician and a dancer, a student and a peer tutor, a leader and a friend, privileged and poor, American and Chinese, I feel that I have much to bring to the table. Also, orange and black looks really good on me, and my zodiac animal is a tiger, so really I was destined to go there. Thank you, Kevin Zhen. As I'm sure many of you guys could tell, this was not the greatest deferral letter ever written in the history of mankind. I don't think that the writing quality was particularly superb, and if I remember correctly, I think I wrote it all in one sitting, a bit rushed, since my college counselor just gave me a week to type this out and send it to Princeton. Notice that the first paragraph is spent reiterating why Princeton is my #1 top choice school. I share 4 to 6 unique personal reasons, and then the rest of the letter is just spent updating Princeton about relevant achievements and initiatives that I've been working on since October. If I were you guys, I would take this deferral letter pretty seriously, since I do believe that it is the #1 thing in your control right now that could significantly impact your decision come springtime. I sincerely believe that a good deferral letter can make the difference between rejection and acceptance. So please try to get this done by the end of January at the latest. Then you can speak with your college counselor, try to figure out what is the best email to send this to, and then boop, hit send. And then you guys can rest easy. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I just wanted to let you know that I am still available for 20-minute coffee chats at the following link, bit.ly/botherkevin20. This offer is valid up until the point where I hit 1,000 subs, so please be sure to take advantage. It's been really awesome talking to seniors from all across the world over the past few weeks, reading your guys' essays and hearing about your stories. I feel really, really inspired, and this is what motivates me to continue making videos like this for you all. Just know that I'm constantly rooting for you guys. Your success is my success. And with that in mind, I will catch you guys at the next one. Peace.